Hey, don't fast forward, hold on for a sec. I know you guys just want to fast forward to it on the dyno. We are on the way down to the dyno with the Mustang today. It's been long awaited. I've been trying to get it down and get it tuned, just so we can get the numbers out and kind of show what it's got. For those of you that are tuning in though, because we're taking the Mustang down to the dyno and you want to see the numbers it puts out, this channel is actually about a 1997 Toyota Supra that we are putting more than $100,000 into and giving away. When I say giving it away, we're giving it away. You don't have to purchase anything. You don't have to buy any swag or any apparel, nothing. We are going to be giving the car to one lucky subscriber. Everything that we do to the car gets voted on by you guys. You guys tell us what you want. The next big vote that's coming out will be the color of the car. Hopefully that vote will be up by the end of this week, and it's going to be up for a while. But if you're tuning in because you want to see the Mustang on the dyno, I appreciate it. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for the support, and especially everybody that wants to see stuff on the Mustang is my daily driver. We're going down today to get it tuned with the meth and whatnot. I'm not sure what numbers it's going to put down, but we'll see. We'll soon see. But like I said, the channel is actually about a 97 Toyota Supra. It's getting a Veilside 4509 GTR body kit. It's going to look like this when it's finished. And when it's finished, we will be giving it to one lucky subscriber. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your chance to win it. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. And now we're on to the dyno stuff. So we're heading down to Champion Motors. So Kevin from @Car-Tuning Performance can work his magic on the car. So I want to take this time, guys. I just want to say, I live in Southern Ontario in Canada. And if you live in Southern Ontario in Canada and you have a Mustang, you know the three big tuners in our area. I'm not going to say their names. I'm not going to throw them under the bus. But there's three pretty prominent Mustang dealers or Mustang tuners in my area. I will let you know that I have known all of those tuners for almost 20 years. I got my first Mustang back when I was 18, 19. Started racing it immediately. Started working on it right away. I've known those guys for a long time, and none of them want to tune cars. In my opinion, they don't want to tune a car because they don't like doing custom tunes. This day and age, all of them, they like getting a kit like a Roush Stage 2 kit. They install the kit on your car, and then they flash your car with the tune that came with the kit, which in my case wouldn't work because I have a full build, and it was a custom build right from the block up. So I did reach out to them. I did ask if they tuned my car. Some of them gave me the excuse that they couldn't get into the computer. Some of them gave me the excuse that it's too hard, and you know, it's with the quad cams and all kinds of excuses. Long story short, guys, I found out about Kevin from @Car-Tuning Performance. He works out of Champion Motors. Sorry about that. Champion Motors out of Scarborough. And these guys are awesome. Now, they're Corvette guys. They're actually not Corvette guys. They're LS guys. Corvette, LS Camaros, Corvettes. I mean, I've seen them do LS swapped Z350Zs and LS trucks. Kevin is an absolute guru when it comes to the LS motor. And when I talked to him, he was talking about wanting to get into the Mustang scene. He knows there's a lot of business in Mustangs. It's a very popular car. There's a lot of guys out there that are looking for tunes that can't find anybody. And he wanted to expand his knowledge and get into the Mustang market, but couldn't find somebody that would give him the time to learn the car. And I got with him. I was more than happy to give him the car, and you know, it wasn't a 2 or 3 hour tune. He took a couple days because it does have custom ground cams in it and the full works. But I'm talking, my car right now is pushing 1,000 horsepower at the crank, like 850 at the wheel. Starts perfect, idles perfect. The driving characteristics of my car are mint. I drive it daily. I pick my kids up from school in it. I take it to Ottawa, I take it to Montreal, I drive it. I'll be taking it this year to the East Coast back home. The car drives like an OEM car, except for a little bit more vibration, which has nothing to do with the tune. That has to do with a new transmission, hard mounted the rear end, the rear cradle is hard mounted, the transmission. So I'm getting a little bit of vibration through the body. But like I said, Kevin loves what he does. He's passionate about what he does. This guy would be texting me at 9 o'clock on the Saturday of a long weekend to discuss, hey, I found this out, I was on this forum, I was talking to these guys, you know, other tuners in the States that tune Mustangs that are friends of his. The guy just loves what he does, and it shows in his work. So we're gonna get down there. I'll obviously introduce you to Kevin. We'll get some video of this thing on the dyno, see what kind of numbers it pushes out. You can see what I'm talking about when I say these guys are LS gurus. Besides this TA that's here in front of me, a lot of LS, lots of Corvettes, Camaros, anything with an LS in it. These guys are crazy. All right, so Jordan's just strapping it down. We're gonna put it on the dyno. I think the first run we're gonna do a pull just the way it is without the meth. We're not gonna change the tune. We're not gonna do anything, just to get a kind of a baseline on where it is. And then we'll hook up the meth, which is just a wire. I've got everything lined up. Like I said, I've changed it a little bit. The cats have come out since last time we was down here. And like I say, we like to play on the conservative side of things. So not sure what we're gonna make today as far as wheel power goes. I know that from the max tune that we had last time we were down there, we pulled it back just a couple degrees of timing out, just because we want to play it safe. A little easier to play it safe and not blow stuff up. But I am excited. It is going to be fired up and get on the dyno. Like I said, first pull, we're not going to change anything. We're just going to leave it on what I was driving it on the street just to see what it makes, and then we'll start tuning it for the meth and see what we can get. We'll probably get to a max tune, see what we can get out of it, and then again, same thing. We'll probably pull a couple degrees out or something, just kind of dial it back a little bit, because there's no point in pushing everything right to the ragged edge. So anyway, this is again 93 pump gas and with alcohol, with a meth injection kit that we got. I'm running a 14 liter an hour nozzle. So like I said, we'll see what comes with the power and see where we're at. Hey Jordan, are you sure just those two straps can hold all this power down, or what?
You know what? This is my first time strapping ever.
This is the first time you've done it?
I just wanted to let you know that I'm doing it totally wrong.
Yeah.
And
I think you're supposed to wrap those around the drive shaft, so you're not?
Actually, you know, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the way I'm doing it right now, it's gonna make less horsepower.
It'll make less horsepower the way you're tying it down?
It'll make like this method will make 30 wheel less.
30 wheel less.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Jordan had an 800 wheel horsepower G8. I say had.
Show clip here.
I say had because he cracked the block on it, and now he's got to build a new one. But I have a feeling he's going to try and tune my car. He doesn't do the tuning, but he's probably going to try and convince Kevin to tune my car so that it's got less power than his. Because, you know, it's embarrassing that an LS7 7 liter gets spanked by a 5 liter. A little old 5 liter.
Never happened.
So you'll notice, guys, that everybody here is everybody's reaching for their earmuffs. I unfortunately do not have earmuffs. Do we have a set of earmuffs for Scott? Nope. Everybody's got their set on. Again, guys, we're not doing anything. We're not tuning it. We're not changing anything for the weather or the meth. All we're doing is gonna hammer down the way it is right now, just to see what number it puts out as I've been driving it with the timing out of it and whatnot, and then we'll start tuning for the meth and whatnot. So you're gonna spray the tires down? Yeah. Is that because it makes so much power?
No, buddy. I'm gonna do something special right here. Ready?
Thanks, buddy.
Make a heart here. Here we go.
I appreciate that. Bam.
So it's only love when it gets strapped.
Yeah. We'll see if this car makes it on a Champion Motors Instagram page. Jordan, right there. He's the guy that runs the Instagram page. Doesn't like Ford. Doesn't like Ford at all. Oh, look at the pump. Look at the arm pump on that guy. Jeez. That's 881 with no meth.
So we're only at 79%, 82%, 83% duty cycle at 8,100 RPM. So I pulled it to about 8,000, 8,100.
Yeah.
We were at 84% duty cycle. So lots of room on these IDs still.
Yep.
Yeah, everything's looking really good. A little bit of fuel trim to clean up for sure. So
Okay.
I want to do that before we do anything else.
Perfect.
So then when the meth does get activated,
Yeah.
if I have the fuel trims perfectly zeroed, what's going to happen is they're going to start going negative
Okay.
to pull the fuel out to keep you at the 11.0 air fuel that we're commanding.
Okay.
But yeah, otherwise everything's really good.
Motor's happy.
Motor's
healthy?
happy, yep.
Yeah. Beauty.
I'll make these few changes and then we'll that's it, yeah, I think
Awesome.
so. Okay.
I gotta go and film this.
You just start up the car. I'll give you a call back in a second. 89. He didn't put the alcohol on. All we did was adjust the fuels.
He's lying. He's spraying.
You think I'm spraying?
Nitrous on it.
Hey, is that a fairly impressive number for 93 pump gas and no alcohol, or what?
Not bad for pump gas nitrous.
Everything was still happy on that pull?
Yeah, the fuel trims are much better now. They're not like climbing weight as much at all.
Excellent.
Still at 7% at the top. So I'm not sure if that means the fuel pressure is dropping from the 4 system or not, because it keeps trying to add, even though I keep adding mass air like fuel.
So do you want me to film and watch that gauge and see if it's building pressure the way it should?
Yes.
Okay.
On the next pull, I would like you to do that.
Okay.
And now we're going to turn on the alky. It will become richer from the alky automatically.
So you want me to put the alky
But
on?
I still want to see if the fuel pressure drops.
Okay. Okay, right, like. I didn't even come over, I just got excited. So there it is. She hit 928 that time. She's unreal. And I'll have you note, it's still climbing. We're only taking it to 8,000. And I mean, I'm on a steady climb. My power curve is perfect. It's going up, up, up. I could continue to take it. I just don't feel there's a need to push it past 8,000 RPM. I mean, the engine can handle 85 or 9, but there's no point in going that quick. But as of right now, 928 at the wheels. Like I said, I'm super happy with the numbers today. We stayed on the conservative side. We took a little bit of timing out of it. We didn't want to throw any more timing at it because there's honestly no need to. I'm super happy with the numbers that it's pumping out. And yeah, like I said, it's really exciting. I mean, I'm happy with it, especially the fact that it's safe. I can drive it like that all day long. If something happens and my meth injection pump stops working, the computer will automatically take out the timing, make sure that everything is safe. So guys, I'm super happy. Using Ford's number for their parasitic loss of 17% at 930, it's making a little over 1,120 horse at the crank. The closest that we can guess with this transmission and this clutch, it's got a Tremec Magnum XL, real tall gears in it. I was running it. We are doing the dyno pull in 4th because this Tremec Magnum XL close ratio, 4th gear is the 1-to-1 ratio. We did a little bit of research. The most that we could find, the most accurate on some forums, and Tremec, we're losing closer to 19-20% parasitic loss, which puts it up at 1,160 crank or 1,170 crank. So that's a 93 pump, guys, with a meth injection kit. You have a Mustang, you live in Southern Ontario, you need to be bringing your car to Champion Motors and letting Kevin do the tune on it. This guy is an absolute guru when it comes. He's got a ton of passion for what he does. He loves what he does, he loves learning, and the numbers prove it. I mean, I made great power with the car. I'm super happy with it. Like we were just talking about, a lot of the cars here make 800, 900, 1,000 wheel horsepower. They're all 7-liter Corvettes. Some of them are stroked out. I'm doing it with a little old 5-liter. So very, very happy with the number. 930 to the wheels, very safe tune. That's a very conservative tune. We could have thrown a couple more degrees of timing at it. We didn't because there's just no need to push the motor. And I'm super stoked. So I'm gonna get packed up here. We'll get back to the shop. I'll give you an update on how it drives. Again, if you guys are tuning in because we've got the Mustang on the dyno and you want to see what you can make on pump gas, this channel is actually about a 1997 Toyota Supra that we are giving away to one lucky subscriber. We are putting $100,000 or more into the car. Everything we do to the car, you guys vote on. And when the car is done, one lucky subscriber will win the car. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for your chance to win it. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. And I'll give you an update when we get back to the shop. It hurts these guys because they're Corvette. They're all Corvette guys, but they all admit that's pretty impressive for a little 5-liter engine to be pumping that out to the tires on pump gas. So super stoked, guys. So I got the as you can see, we got the Mustang down to the dyno. That was yesterday. I didn't get a chance to make the end of the video just because I was out playing in the Mustang. But yeah, so it made 881 horsepower. That's on 93 pump gas, no meth, no nothing. Like, that was just plain 93 pump gas. I know I've said it before, guys, when we talk about pump gas here in Canada, 93 is what most people are talking about. Now, I mean, I usually run 94 in the car. For yesterday's tune, I try to tune the car to 93 just because I'm not always able to find 94, and sometimes I have to run 93. So I'd rather tune my car for the 93 and then run 94 in it. Very happy with that. Then we turned the meth on and it made the 930 horsepower to the wheels. That was turning the meth on with no tuning. And when it made that, me and Kevin talked about it along with Alex and Rob and the other guys at the shop. I decided to leave it there at 930 because I didn't do any other tuning. So the reason that I decided to leave it at 930 was because if for some reason my pump doesn't come on or there's a problem with the meth system, I'm not going to detonate my engine. Now, for those of you that drive a Mustang, my car does have wideband, which is some security when something's going to go wrong. My wideband can automatically retard the timing, or, you know what I mean, add fuel or take away fuel when it feels that it's needed. But I mean, it takes a second for that to happen. I still didn't want to harm my engine. Everybody at the shop was pretty confident that, I mean, if we really wanted to get in there and adjust it and throw some timing at it and lean it out a little bit more, I could probably push 1,000 wheel out of it as it sits with the meth. 980, 1,000. I honestly didn't feel like there was a need for that, guys. 930 horse to the wheels as a daily driver. I mean, it's more than I'll ever use. Like, the car's got just a ton of jam to it. And again, I built it with a Pro Charger because you know, I wanted nice linear power. I wanted to come into power. I wanted it predictable. I didn't want like turbos come into it. Even the positive displacement blowers that I've had in some of my other cars make so much power so fast down low, it just hazes the tires off. So all in all, guys, very happy with my car. I promised you guys I'd get you some dyno footage of it on the dyno. I do get a lot of people asking me exactly what's done to the car as far as the specs go and what's done to the motor and everything like that. So now that the car is done and I've got the final numbers out, at least that I'm gonna run, I'll probably make a video going over the build of this car, of this Mustang. Exactly what's done to it, how I made the power, what I did, the short block, the whole 9 yards. And then, I don't know, I get a lot of people, I mean, I can still pulley down. I'm running a 4 1/4 inch pulley on it right now, a 425. I could drop it down, make another 5-6 pounds of boost, and swap over to something like a C16 or a Q16 race fuel. I can make a lot more power. I mean, I'm probably somewhere in the 1150, 1200 wheel at that point. But like I said before, there's no need to push my car to the limits. I mean, 930 wheel is, it doesn't matter if you use Ford's numbers for the parasitic loss. We looked up some numbers with the transmission that I got and the fact I got the blower on there and it is losing a bit more power. Any way you look at it, the car's making over 1100 at the crank. I believe Ford says their parasitic loss is 17%. So I think with their numbers, it comes out to 1107 or 1110 at the crank. So we're talking some big numbers, guys. The car's got more jam than I'm ever gonna use on the street. So I don't think I'm gonna push it or run race fuel or boost, like pulley down to run more boost. I think I'm probably just gonna leave it the way it is and enjoy it because it's reliable and fun. But for those of you that are tuning in because you saw the Mustang, you wanted to see the Mustang on the dyno, I've said it before, the channel is actually about a 1997 Toyota Supra that we are putting $100,000 into in material alone, not including man hours, that we will be giving away to one lucky subscriber when it's done. When I say giving away, I get this question all the time, guys. You do not have to buy anything. You do not have to put your name in for a draw. You don't have to purchase a shirt or swag. Nothing. You're subscribed to the channel, you're in it to win it. That's it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for your chance to win. Another thing worth noting, everything we do to the car is voted on by you guys. So the next big vote that's coming out, I've said this in the last couple of videos, and I apologize, guys, because Derek is just so swamped. But we do have the paint samples coming. So the next big vote that's coming out will be the color of paint, which will be a big one. It's going to be up for a while. Like I said, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, and hit that subscribe button and the notification. I try and get videos up daily. The last week or so, I haven't gotten so many videos up because my schedule just isn't working with Derek's schedule, and we're trying to get out there. I've been working on this. I've also been working on the GTR. The GTR, guys, on Tuesday is going down to the dyno. I'll make sure I get footage of it on the dyno, see what it makes with the down pipes and the Army Tricks exhaust, and the intake, the stuff that we put on. I'll be getting video footage of that. But yeah, we will be getting back out there. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to go out, put the last fender on, get the gas cap done. Hopefully see some samples of paint. So we are working on the Supra. It hasn't been pushed aside, guys. It's just because it's at a shop, he can't stop what he's doing to just work on it, especially the fact that he's given us such a great deal on it and helping us out with the channel. We've got to be patient, and we've got to work, you know, when he can work on it. And these guys, I mean, I've said it before, when you're good at what you do, you're busy all the time. He's swamped. He's booked for months and months at a time. So the fact that he's working on the car at all means a lot to me. Like I said, I appreciate the help. I appreciate all the help.